Welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. It's time for another Simworthy Shakedown. We're going to take a hard look at the updated as of today Cessna 206H over on Flightsim.to. Let's get rolling. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Cessna 206H that was recently released over on Flightsim.to. Back in June, the original aircraft was available, but not content to sit on their laurels. The developer team has continued to work on this particular aircraft and has really worked some pretty amazing magic in relatively short time. And I really don't even want to call it a shortcoming, but one of the things that I noticed in the original release was that the textures inside the cockpit were not quite as high in fidelity as you might want to see, but they have done a wonderful job with the airplane. So enough staring at the screenshot. Let's jump in the cockpit. So I'm sitting on the runway at Echo Golf Oscar Romeo. This is a custom airfield that was built by Two Dogs Designs over on Flightsim.to. So we're going to take off here from runway 27 here in a few minutes, but I do want to run through the aircraft. So we're sitting on the inside. So we can jump outside real quick. Take a peek here with the drone camera. All right. So sounds good, looks good. Jump back in. One of the other things that I'll give kudos to Sal and team on is working on the custom camera views. So they make some sense here. So let me just kind of run through these real quick. So Control 1 is going to put you in your main instrumentation. If you have your avionics turned on, they would appear here. That's Control 2. Control 3 zooms you down to the lower part of the avionics. Control 5 puts you to the floorboard so that you can see the elevator trim and the cowl flaps and the on-off selector for the engine. 6 is going to take you, Control 6 is going to take you up to the roof so that you can turn your lights on. The sun visors actually work. Control 7 puts you underneath the undercarriage. I thought this was kind of a cool shot. Control 8 is going to put you on a wingtip. So you got a lot of different choices in terms of what you're looking at. And we'll get ourselves centered here. But I think, one of the huge things that the developer has done for the community with this is the tablet. So it is now configurable, right? So you can remove seats. You've got choices that you can make in terms of cargo. If you want a nice, shiny, and dirt-free exterior of the aircraft, you can turn the exterior dirt off. You can open doors. You can add a belly pod to the configuration as well. You have some control on the pilot and co-pilot visibility. The other thing that's interesting is that on the tablet, they've also are tracking some engine data statistics here for us. So stress values are going to accumulate as you fly or when you exceed limits. So take care of your aircraft or you'll pay. And then as you are flying this, you probably want to periodically jump in and click on the Reset Stress Values button here on the tablet to perform some aircraft maintenance. But I think this is really the cat's meow. So you have the ability to customize what you're seeing in the cockpit. So our current preset, I'm going to turn on the analog altitude indicator, or attitude indicator. And we can also turn on the HSI analog. So those two gauges are now activated in our main navigational analog quadrant here. But if we want to populate this middle section with avionics, you can certainly do that, right? So if you want a GNS 750, you can turn that on. And we can turn on a 430 and a 530. So we're just getting ourselves loaded up here. So lots of cool things available here for us. ADF and DME. So you can turn those on as you see fit. We'll just kind of leave that at that for now, and we can stow our tablet and get ourselves with a view so we can see up over the nose of the aircraft. At any rate, major kudos to Sal and team for putting this out there. So if you do download this and you like it, please support what Sal is doing and his group by making a donation. This is definitely payware worthy. I think it sets the bar in terms of what we have available in the sim in terms of freeware. All right, let's have a circuit. All right, park and brake off. And we'll start our takeoff run here. As I mentioned, this airport is available for download on Flightsim.to. The existing airfield here with this original designation is 3 grass runways. This particular configuration has a military, a general aviation, a main terminal, and an aircraft museum. Because if you're going to overdo, you might as well overdo. At any rate, we had a lot of fun building this out. So we're going to climb up here to about 1,000 feet. And we'll make a circuit. So if you're interested in another Simmer's take, AvAngel did a pre-release video of this aircraft, and she concentrated on the float plane variant, the amphibious variant. Wholeheartedly recommend her video as well. It's very well done as always. So I definitely foresee using this on some as I recommend for some group flights on the Discord that I host flights on. At any rate, jump outside the aircraft here. There's our Control 7 camera angle. Kind of cool. Your own personal external mounted GoPro, I guess. Oh, I'm really digging the paint chips. That's kind of cool. Again, the thing I would reiterate is this is free. Did I mention it was free? Now we're on a wingtip. And you can move the camera freely from the cabin. All right, we're well on our way here on our downwind. We'll start dropping some altitude. We'll come back a little bit on the RPM here. And pitch up a little bit and burn off a little bit more speed as we make our way down. All right, we're almost midfield now. If you're flying out of Ashcroft, you can use the radar dish. Definitely as a visual marker. We'll proceed another 2 or 3 minutes. Get ourselves a reasonable final approach length here. Yeah, back in the cockpit. Works very well too with Beam eye tracker. I don't have it turned on at the moment. That is my eye tracking solution of choice. It's software solution. It's $29.99, I think, regular price. Does periodically go on sale for 20% off. If you've got a good webcam laying around, it's really all you need. And it definitely adds to the flight sim experience for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and turn to base here. This is a joy to fly. It's very, very stable. I did do some just some stall testing just to see how it will behave. It's relatively benign. It does drop a wing, but it's easily recoverable unless you're hard-headed about it. And if you're hard-headed about it, then you're going to end up in a spin that you're not going to be able to recover out of. So you can get yourself into an unrecoverable. Just FYI. All right, we'll need to burn off a little more altitude here. And we'll start our final approach turn here. So our runway we're going to be landing on is runway 27. There's also a grass strip, runway 27 as well. All right. Overshot that just a little bit. That's okay. All right. So I've gotten us situated on 27 right. We took off on asphalt. We're going to land on grass. Nice and easy. And we'll park it over here at the Aviation Museum. give you a hint in terms of what's available here on the on this customized airfield. And this is our aviation museum, and it's got airplanes from various eras, from biplanes all the way to jets. We've got a Lancaster and a B-25 and a B-17 and a Corsair and P-40 and some P-51s. There's the B-25 Mitchell. We'll make our way over here and park next to the B-17. And there's a Hawker Hunter. All right, there we go. So hopefully you've enjoyed the overview here of the 206H. Again, you've got 3 different variants. It's available on Flightsim.to. It's free. Please support the developer with a donation if you enjoy flying this. It's been very, very well done. It's very, very good. I know we say that a lot, but in this case, it's true. You will definitely enjoy the experience. All right. So I'm going to leave it here. Like and subscribe. Love to have you along. Hope everybody's keeping well. Until next time. Cheers, y'all.